Well, what is going on, everybody? It's your host, Pat Bernard, back with you live. That's right. The attacking third is in the house. And yes, I'm thrilled. I am thrilled to be back here. I know I'm experiencing a little difficulties. If you could just hang on there for a second. So there, yes, there I am. There I am. But yeah, let's get talking some Union talk here tonight. The Philadelphia Union. We're going to continue the conversation, getting back into the All Star break as this team is getting ready to take on Charlotte. Um, hey Joe, Hal, what's up, buddy? He says, "Hey everyone." But before we do that, I also want again readdress this All Star break. I'll readdress what the Philadelphia Union have in store for you. Like we've mentioned, Ty Baribo going to head to the All Star break, as he should. Again, a little dinged up. Again, the Philadelphia Union. If you haven't heard the Bradley Cornell press conference today, they are keeping an eye out on him. Bradley Cornell, 13 goals, 1 assist. He is leading the league. He's leading the MLS in the scoring category. He should definitely be in the All Star conversation. And I want to say hello to all my viewers out there on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. This is the It's a Wrap Sports with your boy Pat Bernard. Ty Barrio definitely deserves the call. Quentin Sullivan definitely deserves the call. 2 goals, 7 assists. That guy is wheeling and dealing. Kai Wagner, 1 goal, 7 assists. But I also raised an eyebrow on me. Kai Wagner. I mean, not Kai Wagner, excuse me. Jacob Glesnes. Jacob Glesnes possibly getting the call to the All Star break. I mean, this guy hasn't done anything for me. He hasn't done anything. He had one filthy goal, and that's about it. I mean, that's as far as I know with Glesnes. I don't know if he's All Star worthy, but apparently, maybe the MLS thinks he is. Maybe there's other people out there that think Jacob Glesnes deserves to go to the All Star break. What's up, Adam? How you doing, buddy? So and so we have that conversation on the table. Who deserves to go from this team? I don't. Glesnes, if you're looking for defense, okay, but he's I don't know, and that could be the Bradley Cornell way. Um, I don't know. He doesn't do nothing really that exciting for me, to be honest. And I could be wrong. He could be. I could be missing something with Jacob Glesnes. He's got the height. He's a veteran. He's got all that in a bag of donuts. I get it, but I don't see it. To be honest. To be honest, and to be fair, I don't see it with Jacob Glesnes to go getting the call to the All Star break. And I can't believe we are pretty much coming up on the halfway point already with this Philadelphia Union season. Through 17 games, this team is in first place. I didn't see this happening. I didn't think if you would have told me the Union were going to be able to run it back, being first place with 34 points, 10, 10 wins, 3 losses, 10 wins, 3 losses, 4 ties, 34 points sitting at the first place. Like if again, this is pretty much the same team from last year. Couple minor moves, nothing major, Other than the head coaching position that changed, that was it. That was it. Like I said, a couple tweaks to this team, a head coaching change, and this team is sitting at first place with 10 wins, 3 losses, 4 draws. Like, it's amazing. And nobody really gave Bradley Carnell an opportunity to go coach this team because of the moving on from Jim Curtin. But you got to give the guy his due. His word has been the same from Jump Street. Com- Competitive. The teams competing with each other, pushing each other. Now, this is the only part I don't like in the MLS season. I don't like the fact that and I get it. A lot of these guys are on the international break, playing for their countries, um, doing their thing. I get all that. I'm not knocking it. I get the fact that they got they're going out there and play for their countries, getting the call ups, all that stuff. So like right now for like the next maybe for the month, you're going to get a lot of guys from the minor league systems coming up, getting the call, coming up here, getting able to play. Alvaro Silva, you'll probably get to see in some action. He's got to make the most out of this opportunity, right? He's got to go down. Well, Charlotte comes here. He's got to show Charlotte he's got something in the tank. A lot of eyes. And you got to remember, what's it? The FIFA's here sometime next week. So you got to imagine there's going to be other major clubs that that are coming to Philly that got to check this out. So again, a lot of as God rest his soul, one of the greatest rappers would say, "All eyes on me." Tupac. All eyes on me. You have to. I wonder what this Union team is going to provide for Sunday. Like I said, I'm not expecting the A group, if you will. But I'll be happy with this. I'll see what this team can do. But like I said, are you guys happy with the call ups? So here goes Joe Howe. My man, he's already busting out the prediction. I think the Union I think the Union this is going to I think the Union this coming weekend 3-1 victory. I'll take it, Joe. I'll take it. If the Union can win with Oliver Silver, similar between the pipes with a 3-1 win, I'll take it. Definitely appreciate the like there, Jack Smith. Thank you so much. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it, buddy. But again, I so what's your expectations, right? Like I mentioned, what's your expectation for the second half of the season? If you would have told me through 17 games that the Philadelphia Union were going to sit on the top of the hill in the Eastern Conference with 10 wins, 3 losses, with 4 draws, I'm telling you no, especially running with the same team. The only major difference is the head coach. That's it. A couple minor moves in the offseason, but the major move, Jim Curtin to Bradley Carnell. And that's been the story of this team. That's been the story. So, but what is going to be your predictions for the second half? Does this team come back to reality? Is this team going to be a contender? What is this team to you, and how do you see this playing out? I don't know what to really make of the Philadelphia Union. I mean, I've seen them put away teams. They're doing a great job of that. But I wonder what's your expectations. Now, and you got to remember too, you got to remember, I mean, Andre Blake is constantly getting dinged up. So then you're left with puppies. You're left with Captain Andrew Rick. Like it really comes this season. I think to me, I think the biggest let me repeat that. I think the biggest X factor of this Philadelphia Union season for the second half is going to be Andre Rick and his development of growth and how fast he can grow. Because just like in hockey, it all falls on the goaltender's shoulders. He's your make it or break it. Is he going to learn quick from the growing pains that he's going through? Is he going to learn from the mistakes that he's made through the course of this year? Is he going to be able to move on from it? Because I can't solely say that. And I love Andre Blake. Don't get me wrong. Andre Blake is one of the best goaltenders ever to play the game for the MLS. But now he's a little older. He's getting a lot of call ups, a lot of wear on that tire, a lot of wear on the tread. He's getting dinged up more. Again, for the Philadelphia Union to have a great run at the Cup, as good as they're playing now, the X factor is Andre Rick. Is he learning off his mistakes? I mean, the growing pains. How's he? All that taking place on them. All of it. So again, that's where I'm at when it comes to the Philadelphia Union. If Andre Rick can play like his hair's on fire, like he's been, but learn from the mistakes. I mean, the offense, like the Union's offense, is there for you. That's fine. The defense is there. It comes down to the goaltending, and for the second half, like I said, all due respect, I love Andre Rick. Great player, great legend in the city. One of the best to ever play the position. All that and more. It just comes down to him, and I wonder what you guys think. Because that's gonna be the bread and butter of this Philadelphia Union team moving forward. Your offense, the Philadelphia offense is clicking on all cylinders. The defense is stacked, taking care of the doing what they got to do. But it comes to it's going to come down to the young goaltender and how can he step up and play well. I think he'll be okay. I mean, like through the course of the season, he's made some really rookie moves, some really fundamental mistakes he's made out there in the field. But then he's shown you he could play, he can hang. You know, he's yet to get a taste of defeat, really. I mean, he's tasted defeat, don't say that, but I mean, well, the month of May, he played against Miami, he played against Columbus. You know, he needs to come up in crunch time, is what I've seen. He needs to learn how to close out the big games in tight situations. That's where he needs to step up. Like I said, 2/3 of the field's issues are solved. You have a great offense. You have a great defense. It just comes down to goaltending. And I wonder if like, and yeah, again, this is a first time head coach, really, on his own. And he's done a tremendous job up until this point. Tremendous job. So let's get dive into Charlotte. Charlotte's going to come in here, one of the worst teams on the road. Again, they started out hot, but then they kind of fell off. This Charlotte team fell off. They got 25 points, 8 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. And again, they're going through the same thing. A lot of guys got called up, so you're going to see a lot of their minor league guys too on Saturday. Their home record 6-2 is 0. But however, like they're great at home. Charlotte's great at home, but they stink on the road. And this is where the Philadelphia Union can have them. They are 2-6-1 at home. This is a Philadelphia ball game right here. This is where the Union can lock things up, take care of business, put another 3 points on the board, and get ready to get on the road. You're going to have a busy, busy road schedule with tough opponents. Handle the business at home, build some confidence with the Union 2 guys, and then get on the road and handle some more business. It should be a lot of fun. Like you look at Charlotte, man, they've been in the month of June, they've been living on the road. They've been to the Red Bulls, then they went to Toronto. Now they got to come here, and then they got 2 more road games. Like they're living on the road. I was just listening to Dean Smith, the head coach of the Charlotte's club, and he was just complaining about how much 9 games in the month of June or something like that, and the schedule needs to get better, and all this other mumbo jumbo that he was giving out. I thought it was great. But yeah, like I said, I think the Philadelphia Union, without everything, like, isn't it crazy? Because, like, think about this, right? If they could walk out with a huge dub, no matter, like I said, Charlotte stinks at home. Charlotte stinks on the road. But don't you think it's a little odd, in a good way, that you don't have really all your top stars and they walk out smashing up Charlotte? You got to again. You got to do it again. Tip your hat and throw the rose petals at Bradley Cornell. Like if he's doing all the research, he's having the team compete with each other Monday through Friday. Union 2 guys now going to get their opportunity to come up and step up and making the best of everything that's coming at him. Like if he could find out, get into the laboratory, what works here, what doesn't work here, who needs to come off the bench, like figure out everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and find a way to bury this Charlotte team. How's he not in the running for Coach of the Year? Like Bradley Cornell should be in conversation of Coach of the Year. And I know I had this conversation with Steve last week. Think about it. Like Bradley Cornell should really be in that conversation. Like I said, he's turning a franchise around pretty much with the same team with a little minor moves. And he's got them in first place. And everybody on this team, from starters, bench pieces, Fang, the mascot, everyone's locked in and bought into his system still. Like we're past the honeymoon stage. That's what I love about him, man. He's a little snippy with the media, but that's okay. The data, it's been written out. The paperwork is what you wanted. We are sitting on top of the mountain in the Eastern Conference. He has silenced this audience. And nothing against Jim Curtin. They pretty much have the same tools. They have the same tools and the same car they're working on. And this guy's turning this thing into a Cadillac. Jim just couldn't do that. I just think it's I just really think it's amazing. I do. I do. I just I'm breathtaking about this head coach. Breathtaking. And to the people on TikTok, I mean, if you are a Philadelphia Union fan, chime in. Don't be shy. So again, what's your expectations of the second half? How do you think the Philadelphia Union are going to move forward? Like I was just listening to the Bradley Cornell press conference. Like the 17 games prior to, it's enjoyable, have been enjoyable, but that's old school. That's old news now. That's what I love about them. Like, okay, we celebrated that victory already, but that's old news now. Yeah, we know we're in first place. I don't care about that. I care about what's ahead of me. And what's ahead of them is Charlotte coming in here. This is a very winnable game on paper for the Philadelphia Union. But paper and reality have to meet this weekend. Are gonna have to meet. I appreciate all the likes I'm getting on my TikTok page. Appreciate it, you guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Join in the conversation. Want to hear from you. Don't be shy. Hit that like button. Again, if you would have told me the Philadelphia Union through 17 matches would be in first place with 34 points, 10 wins, 3 losses, and only 4 draws, with the same team and just a couple minor moves, and the only major difference was the head coach, I would tell you no shot, no chance. So my expectations moving forward, though, like I said, the bread and butter for this team to win it all. They're a decent team. We can see that. We could tell when you're a decent team ready for the other shoe to fall. I don't think there's a to prevent the other shoe to fall. It all comes down to Andrew Rick. Andre Blake's been getting banged up here and there. A lot of tread on his tire, getting worn out. It's up to Andre Rick to step up and become a game changer. Close out games. If he could learn to do that, I know that I know he's young. I know this is what year 2 of the kid. I know we're going to see growing pains, but he's got to learn from his mistakes fast and now. If he can do that, this team has a legit shot of winning the MLS Cup in December. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, nobody. If we could have a lot, if Andrew Rick becomes a lock down goaltender and just learn from Andre Blake. I know he's been under his wing, but just learn the game. He does that. Look out, because that means your goaltender position is locked down for years to come because the kid's, 18, 19 years old? He's a puppy. He's a puppy with Rockwaller symptoms inside of him. Rockwaller. He's a Rockwaller. But anyway, I'm going to talk to the people. What do you think? Do you think the other shoe is going to fall for this Philadelphia Union team? I don't think so. I can't see the other shoe falling. Like it's weird when, and I'm not trying to compare apples and oranges, but when you watch that Philadelphia Eagles team last year, you knew they were destined to go on a run. You knew, and everybody was trying wondering when the other shoe was going to fall. But in the back of your mind, you believed that there was going to be no other shoe because you saw the legit juggernaut of the Philadelphia Eagles going through Jalen Hurts, go through Saquon Barkley, through Nick Sirianni, the defense up, the same kind of formula though with this Union team. I don't, I don't sniff a phony contender with this Philadelphia Union team. I don't see it. I see a couple weaknesses. The major weakness is you're very young at the goaltender position. I think me and Steve did the math last week. 7 or 8 games now he's been playing in. So I don't know. I just don't. I don't see a phony contender team here. He's definitely real. This team is definitely for real. Handle the business in front of you. And like I said, Charlotte has a lot of questions going on, more questions than answers. Again, they haven't seen a road win since April 12th. Think about that. 2 months ago. Just about 2 months ago, this Philadelphia, that Charlotte team has not seen a win. They have a lot more. They came out on fire. And now they got huge question marks up and down. And Dean Smith, I mean, great, lovable, makes you laugh. He you can tell he enjoys his job, enjoys his day at the office. But I love what I see though of Bradley Cornell because it's all business, a little snippiness to him. But I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. So anyway, guys, I want to know what you guys are thinking. If you are watching the program, what do you think about this Union team moving forward? How dangerous are they? How good are they going to be? How good can they be? Because they could be really good in the second half. And think of it, you're sitting at the top of the mountain with no one even trying to attempt to push you off of it. I mean, I think that's great. I think that's great. I mean, if you go take care of Charlotte at home, grab a quick W, again, have everyone do their part. Great. And like I said, I know they played against Atlantis this past weekend. It was a friendly match. Um, I don't know. I guess, like I said, Anthony Davis stepped up in that game. Marcus Anderson stepped up with a goal. A couple other guys stepped up, getting a couple goals. But again, it does that again. Friendlies don't mean nothing. I get, like I said, a lot of guys now are getting the call ups, playing for their countries, etc. But this is an opportunity for guys to make the, you know, show yourself to the Charlotte club, show yourself to the league, all around the world. That's what I love about soccer. But think about the schedule this Philadelphia Union team is about to hit, and against and then no lightweights either. No lightweights. You're going to make 3 stops. June 25th. Again, you get to play this Father's Day weekend. You get off. You get some time off, but then it cranks back up again. Things are going to crank back up. You got to travel on a Wednesday, June 25th to Chicago. June 29th, that Saturday, you got to travel right out to Columbus. And then after 4th of July, you're traveling right down to Nashville. Huge, huge playoffs. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you're playing against contenders. You're playing against contenders. No layups. And it's crazy. You get to see a couple old Philadelphia Union players. You already get to see Mr. Elliott. You get to see Mr. Daniel Gozlak again. Interesting night of soccer that's about to take place. And again, it's interesting to go see the youth of this team getting to play here. But anyways, um, like I said, it's an important X factor. Again, all stars. Who's your all star vote? That's on the table. Like I said, it's the easy layups: Ty Brebo, Quiz Sullivan, Kai Wagner. But now they're adding Glesnes to the mix, which I find eye raising. Eyebrows go up on that one. And maybe I'm missing something with the guy. Maybe because he's got the big body frame. He got that one filthy goal against. I want to say that was against Nashville. I think it was yeah, it was against Nashville. Um, but yeah, they got him in talks conversations in the All Star break. I guess on the defense, yeah, obviously on the defense side of the ball. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You know what? Well, I mean, listen, they'll be. I'm curious to know how people feel about Glazos maybe getting the call. Maybe getting the call, which I find interesting. Interesting that he's getting the call. But anyway, let's go over the schedule of the week. As tonight, NYCFC just took care of Atlanta United at home, winning 4-0. New York desperately needed that dub. Desperately needed that dub. You got action all weekend. You got Portland and San Jose tomorrow. I think Portland will take that one. You got two good games on the slate tonight, this weekend. St. Louis and LA Galaxy. Uh, I'll take St. Louis. New England. That's a day game too, by the way. St. Louis and hosting LA Galaxy at a 4:30 start time. New England hosting Cincinnati. I'll go Cincinnati on this one. Philadelphia hosting Charlotte. I'm going to go Philly. Here goes one of the must-watch TV games right here. Columbus and Vancouver. Give me Vancouver. Chicago, Nashville. That should be a decent game too. I'll go Nashville. Houston taking on Montreal. I'll go Houston. Another game to watch out for. San Diego FC taking on Minnesota. And I'm going to go Minnesota. Supporting SC taking on FC Dallas. I'll go supporting SC. Um, Austin hosting the Red Bulls. I don't know why I'm feeling a Red Bull night, and I hate feeling a Red Bull night, but give me the Red Bulls. Colorado hosting Orlando. Give me Orlando. Colorado's been a huge disappointment. Salt Lake and DC. Hmm. Give me Salt Lake, and that will be your slate. Like I said, two really decent games to look out for. Um, like I mentioned, you want to mention two decent games to look out for are Charlotte not Charlotte, excuse me, Columbus and Vancouver, and then you want to take on San Diego and Minnesota. Um, but like I said, not really much to talk about. Again, um, we're going to see what this team can do, what a couple of the rookies, what a couple of the youth of this Union team can do. This might be an Oliver similar kind of a game. He'll get his feet wet, get a chance to show off a little bit. He knows it. He's got to play outstanding so he could at least get looked at by maybe Charlotte, teams from around the world that are up here for some FIFA action. So, yeah, well, like I said, we'll venture off. We'll see what happens. Um, Again, we'll have to see what happens. And I think don't sleep on Bradley Carnell. He knows there's 3 points on the line. He's not looking at this to be a scheduled loss. Sometimes some coaches in this town actually believe in that crap. He wants to win. He wants to win and keep on bringing the winning vibes to Philadelphia. But anyway, um, I'm your guy, Pat Bernard. Gonna get ready to wrap up here. Um, I appreciate everyone who's chimed into the program. We have a lot going on today, so stick with us. And here goes a quick look. I thought I had it up here. Of course, I don't have anything. Oh, here it is. Uh, Here we go. Let me go over what's going on here. Of course, tonight, last night, you catch Matty B at 10 o'clock. That's right, the mayor of Mayfair. I don't know why keep on calling Mayfield. Mayfair. I get a little tongue tied. The mayor of Mayfair, Matty B, the man. Come on, at 10 o'clock tonight. Catch him talking all four Philly sports and more. Catch him tonight, of course. If you love your baseball cards, he's got that segment for you. And his days, and he's got his day this time in Philly sports daytime. He like I said does a great job. Catch Matty B, good guy right here. And then of course you catch every Thursday night, right here on the It's a Wrap Sports is the Attacking Third. Me, Steve Funentes, we'll do our thing again. Steve couldn't make it tonight. He had to take care of some business. That's okay. We love him. We're going to catch him next week. He shall be back here with me. Catch me tomorrow night as well. So for all you night owls, I'll be talking more and more about Philadelphia sports. And how about the Water Dogs back in action? Yes, you catch me breaking talking about Philadelphia Water Dogs. I'll be talking that for you. You have, and by the way, here's your lineup for the weekend. Friday will be switch. You're actually going to get Mike on Friday and Saturday. You're going to get him back to back. He's going to be doing the Blue Jays here. So again, for a back-to-back series, you got Mike Laro, great guy, and then Sunday right there, Matty B will have you covered for the Phillies post-game show as well. And of course, can't let you know, Sundays will never be the same again. The boys are back in town. Pat Bernard, Mike Lauro, King Kong and Gonzala. You get to set for who wants to be who. Two knuckleheads are back. Yes, we are back, and we are on Sunday mornings, the hottest Sunday mornings Philadelphia sports show. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much. Again, this is Pat Bernard, season 5, episode 15 of the Attacking Third. So again, guys, all tributes to my man Gustavo Seminario for putting this thing together. And guys, have a good one. Bye bye.